This here's the lifeblood of your equipment. Takes about a tube to grease this tractor. Something else I also do everywhere I got a moving part, just sort of to try to minimize wear. It's rained here a bit, and that sort of threw a little bit of a wrench in my plan. But I'm going to take dirt out, may go back a little bit more where that rock is, and take that out over to here. And then, truth be known, I actually could be good right here. Gone against the plan of putting a rock retainer wall there. I think I'd like to just keep it sloping going on down. But if I can get it up, say another 8 inches, out here on the outside edge, then I think I'll be ready to start building a shed. Had to get them leaves off of there. You know, when you moving dirt and if you start to back drag, those leaves just roll up and just cause all kinds of mess. But I think it's dried out enough to where I can do it without, I don't want to get my gravel muddy if I can help it. Trying to keep this clean. Get dirt from over here, over there, build a shed. That's the plan anyway. it's probably sort of hard to tell on the camera because everything, the horizon always flattens out. I mean, you let me know what you think in the comments. Of course, you're not here, so it's hard to tell. But I want to leave myself a path so I can drive up. I have to drive up this side of the shed, and that works with that. This line here represents pretty much an orientation with the building, and that's one thing you always consider when you're building something is how's it oriented, because once you build it, it is what it is, right? So anyway, I'm going to try to orient it where it's lined up with that. But this is sort of the footprint, I think, of where the sawmill shed will be approximately. I think I've gained, the sawmill I've gained at least 6 feet, and I've gained probably at least 6 feet over there. So I've widened this out 12 feet. Now I made a mess on my gravel. I got to clean that up best I can. But I had to get to it. It's still a little bit wet, but I had to get to it because I got a load of screenings coming in tomorrow, because the next day it's supposed to rain, 90% chance, and usually if the chance is that high, they might hit it. But I want to get that gravel down on this dirt before it does rain, so I had to go ahead and finish out my grade. I think I've got it pretty good. The reason okay, here's my line. I would like to start it back this farther, but I exit the slabs out the rear of the sawmill, and I want to leave room for my roller table and then slabs, and then I can come in here and pick them up without worrying about hitting the building. So that's why I'm up that far. Might even go up another foot or so. I don't know. Because now that I've increased that room over there, I can open up my driveway a little, and stack some more stuff over there. Well, I'm here in the shop, but I had a little tiny window of opportunity after I finished my grading to finish up the lasers. I got all the electrical hooked up. And on this mount here, it comes with one set screw. I went to the box store and picked up 2 of these little set screws. They're a little bit larger than what came with it, so I'm tapping this out. So I can have two set screws in the laser, and this is soft aluminum. It's easy to tap. Just give it a little bit more something to hold it in place once I get it all right. Tighten them up, put the laser on, be in business. Well, I've got my preliminary wiring mess done. Laser's looking good. Just going to button this up and then get to the next project. But I'm happy to get these things on here. That's for sure. And let me just throw out there, you absolutely do not have to have lasers on your mill. It's a nicety, but as far as having to have them, No, you don't have to have them. It's just, it helps me when I make that first cut, that first slab coming off the log. It just helps me as a quick reference. And also I am less prone to waste wood, usable wood, if I shoot that laser down through there and I see right where the blade's going. But do you have to have them? Absolutely not. But it is nice. It is nice. I ain't gonna kid you. It's nice to be able to shoot that line there and see where your blade's gonna hit. That's a nice thing. I've got one more little thing to do on the mill before I get back on the site prep. And that is, and I saw somebody else do this. This is not an original idea with me, but when the saw head goes back to the stop position, it hits that end pretty hard. And I'm gonna see if I can tack on. I found a little small spring right here. I'm gonna see if I can tack that on the end of this. I need to get this head squared off a little bit. Like I said, this is not an original idea with me. I don't know who come up with it, but I'm gonna try it. I don't believe this is going to work. I don't like it. I'll just wait till I get a better, bigger split. Pretty much the last step before I start laying off my building. I got a load of screenings here. I'm going to get this covered, get that, get a little more dust on covering up all the mud, get this spread out, and I'll be ready to lay off the building. That's pretty exciting news. Well, I'll tell you what, I've got 10,000 hours of video. Well, no, not really, but there's no way, I don't know how I'm going to do it. And really, it wasn't anything, well, I don't know, I think it's pretty good stuff. Anyway, I got this gravel smoothed out. You remember the big pile over here? I don't know how long the camera ran. It said it ran out. But I had some dirt in this, needed to get a little bit over here. So where the cones are is where the mill's going to go. Leaves me room for the slabs off the back. And somebody may be saying, well, why would you spread your gravel before you drill the holes? That's a pretty good question, actually. Well, here's the reason. It's because we're in the fall, November, December, January, February. Historically, you can pretty well count on it being wet. Now, you know, that's in the good Lord's hands, but generally speaking, these months of the year, it gets wet. And I am too long in the tooth to be dragging around mud on my shoes. I've done that for too many years, tired of it, don't want to do it if I don't have to. Well, with this gravel down here, I can drill the holes. Now I'm going to have some dirt where I drill the holes, but that's fine, okay? I can keep the dirt isolated to where the holes are drilled. All right, they're going to be 3 on this side, 3 on that side or so, or 4, I don't remember exactly. But anyway, wherever I drill the holes, I keep the dirt isolated there, shovel it up, and I've got that much more of the pile. Then after I get the poles set, I'll gravel right back in around those. And I don't get into the red dirt. My shoes stay clean when I go home at night, and I'm a happy camper. That's the reason why we have the gravel bed spread here. Now, I know you can't tell on camera, but the way this is, I didn't shoot it with a transit, but you can, you know, when you've been on a tractor as much as I've been on that one, you can sort of feel it in your seat, whether you're going up or down. And what I have here is a little bit of crown, okay? A little bit of crown. Right here's a high spot. Slopes off that way a little bit, slopes off this way a little bit more. There's a ditch, believe it or not, right back here. Water from about those brick goes that way, I believe it is. And then water comes down and it's low right over there. And right in under there, there's a drain that goes under here and feeds out to the road. Now it won't carry a gully washer, but a normal rain, it'll carry that water on out. So that's pretty important. So anyway, that's that. I guess this is day 3 of site prep, but you know, it's a whole lot easier to prep it before you build than afterwards. And I feel pretty good about it. Hey, hope you enjoyed watching this site prep. Might give you some ideas, I don't know. You might see 10,000 things that you think's a waste of time or I did wrong. That's fine. Down there on the front porch, what some people call the comment section, you just let me know. I appreciate it. Appreciate your support of Sawdust and Sweat NC. And listen, good Lord willing, I'll see you in the next one.